In this video, I'm going to share with you one of the reasons why I think and I believe it helps me to always get people to buy my pigs on the farm. So it is a way to tell you why I always have people buying from me alone. In this pig farming business, I am doing it and I want a lot of people to go into it. So I share my knowledge free of charge. So when I started this pig farming thing, I realized most people in my area, the district, let me say the district for that matter, they had interest in starting this pig farming thing because they see that they think I'm making money. Yes, to them, I'm making enough money from pig farming. So they want to also give it a try, which is something good and something that I shouldn't really bother about. So I share my knowledge with them and I get these people to start to the extent of giving them some of the piglet. There are some people I even give the piglet to for free, just witness, give it to them to go and start. But if they want something or a pig that they can just cross, that one you pay later. I don't just charge. For such people, I don't take the regular amount from them, but you bring something small and then to compensate me at least if you succeed, I can come back and get some pigs from you later. So I've been doing that over the years, helping people to start pig farming their own way in their backyard and then their communities, their towns. So one thing is, upon calculation, the maximum length one of the people were able to go was 8 months. That one itself was even after crossing the sow for her because the girl was pregnant. Because the girl was pregnant, she couldn't do anything to her but to watch her farrow. That was the maximum length, 8 months. And all of them, not that they don't enjoy pig farming, they enjoy it, but what they say is the workload is too much for them. Every day they have to go and do the cleaning, visit them. They treat their pigs like patients on the sick bed. So it's a lot of work for them and most of them quit. That's the basic reason why they quit. So if you come to the area like this, I can say I'm still the only one doing pig farming there. I'm the only one still doing a pig farming in the area. Simply because those who thought it was lucrative and entered, they found out that the workload was too much and they can't bear it. Going to visit these animals, feed them every day, clean them. Let me say almost all. They were not just vaccinating the animals, yet they are saying it is expensive for them to continue. Okay, so that is one of the reasons why when they come to me and then we talk about pigs, you see that they have the interest, they have the zeal, but looking at the work involved, they don't. And so what they can do, the best they can also do is just to become customers or consumers. That is how the thing goes. They come to buy from me all the time and then go and slaughter, share with the people, and then they eat. It is one of the reasons why I always get those same people to buy from me. Okay, because the workload is not easy for them. According to them, it's not easy. That is to say me, I love to test things out and then to have the experience. But those people have never told me that my pigs are expensive. That is one of the things you have to also take note of. They know the work involved, the kind of stress you go through every time to raise these animals. So none of them has ever told me that my animals are expensive. But rather when they are paying, they make sure they pay you and pay you well. Okay, so that is basically what is helping me to keep them. And one thing also about pricing your animals and then not being able to get the right amount for your pigs. Like I will say that most of the time it depends on you, the farmer. Let the people know the kind of work involved. Let them know that this is how much money you are putting into it. This is how much effort, time you put into raising these animals. Take them through some level of education. Don't just don't fight people. When they say your animals are expensive, don't become angry and then start being aggressive. Just allow them to finish talking. But once they are done, take them through the process of raising one pig. Let them know the cost of the ingredients on the market and then tell them the cost. Okay, once you take them through the cost and how much a pig eats each day and the cost of the medicines you are using for them, you see that at the end of the day, they don't even talk again. They keep quiet and look at you, and they see that you're not even making much as they are thinking. So don't be aggressive. And somebody comes to your farm and then he tries to fight you with your pricing. I remember I ever sold pigs, based on my location. I ever sold pigs for 37 cedis per kilo, but they bought it without complaining. 37 cedis per kilo, which here they were like the range is 25 to 30, but I was selling mine now there for 37 Ghana cedis per kg. But the people never complained. They bought them and they know the work involved, so they also give you something that will make you appreciate it. With the pig farming I'm doing here, I'm not serving everybody. if somebody comes and say the pigs are expensive, one of the things I also used to defend myself is that is why pork is not for everybody. It's a special delicacy for just a few selected. So if it's too expensive, you think it's expensive, and that is why it is pork, and not everybody eats pork. The special thing, and if you want to consume it, you consume it with swag. That is how you have to go with it. Basically, I'm able to price my animals because I take my customers through what I used to feed them, the time I invest into it, the medications and the treatment I give to them, and even with the pen itself. I remember one time a buyer came to buy from me, and I asked him that why did you travel this far to buy these animals from me? So he gave me the reason that he ever bought a pig from my farm, and when he was taking the pig to the community, he felt so proud when he got to the way. And the reason being that when he got it, people never believed pigs could be that neat because they will, you can see the skin, the color of the pigs, and then the bristles. You see them very clear that he was proud carrying such an animal through the road to the town. And people seeing that, hey, is that pig? How can pig be this neat? They never believe pigs to be this neat. These animals, they know them to be dirty. I say, yes. Before you can get it this way, you need to also put in a lot of work before you get your animal to look this way. So if you come and we are pricing it, you also accept it and understand that we have also stressed ourselves in raising these animals. So for you also as a farmer to be able to price your animals and not feel guilty about it, it also depends on what you put in. If your animals are looking dirty, you are not confident enough to price it. Someone ever asked me to help me sell his pigs. I said, okay, send me some pictures, let me see the animals. And he sent me, like, it will be hard for you to see the actual skin of the animals. And I don't even know whether the pigs were the large white type or they were just the black type. Like they were very muddy that you can't even distinguish between the black and then the other colors you have. Okay, so and quickly he added that it is today their dirty, tomorrow he'll be washing them, a whole lot of story. But looking at the structure itself, there's no way you can wash pigs in that particular room. You also have to put in the work if you want to get something good and see what you're doing, see the profits, and then realize some results from what you're doing. You have to also put in the work. Yeah, so with the marketing, that is basically what I did with my people down there by getting people who wanted to start pig farm, getting them some piglet and winners to start, and then let them also face the challenges I was going through every day. And if they are comfortable with it and they come to buy me, they say it is expensive. I know that truly I'm overpricing and the man is expensive. Otherwise, I'm not going to listen to anybody and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. So just ensure that you're also doing the right thing. And if you get your people to try to talk to them well, once you get the one customer, don't let the person go.